Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we're looking at Verse Issue 5. This is a 5-part miniseries from Image Comics in 2018. Script by Ivan Brandon, art by Esad Ribic, colors by Nick Klein, Svorcina, and M. Roberts. Lettering by Aditya Bidikar. Edited by Sebastian Gerner. Cover art by Esad Ribic. Now the cover does seem a little boring if you haven't been reading the series, but this does relate to what's going on in the book. Now Flynn is apparently dead, but we know that he is in fact not dead and that he has escaped outside of the city walls. But unfortunately, that's not acceptable because although the overseers have made it look like he's dead, they actually need him to be dead. So they come up with a cunning plan that's really devastating potential, but they're safe in outer space, so they don't really care. Meanwhile, Mama Martinez is still in the city and she has her own problems that she needs to deal with. She does find an ally, but things are progressing pretty quickly, and people that you wouldn't expect end up being allies in strange ways. I can't say too much without giving away major plot elements of this issue about, who's who and who's on what side, but the citizenry is starting to figure things out. And unfortunately, the people on high cannot have that, so they launch an asteroid at the Earth, and they figure it'll wipe out that city, but it's honed in on Flynn, and unfortunately, Flynn's heading back into the city. And we get some really awesome action with these mech things. We get somebody in a rocket ship, and we do get resolution on who won this round of the game, because war is a game here. Now, this story ends with a really good ending, an appropriate one, but it does set up future stories in this universe, which unfortunately have never been made. I really would like to see more of this universe that they've built here, because it's really well done. There's some great ideas here. I had a lot of fun reading this miniseries. It took me a long time to track down this issue, and it really was worth the wait. This is some of Esad Ribic's best art. I think a lot of his more modern stuff looks really rushed at times, and this looks more like a labor of love. It also has a very European look to it. If you like a lot of the comics in Heavy Metal Magazine, you'll probably like this. Unfortunately, I think Esad Ribic's art has suffered from his time in the major publishers, and this really is some of his best work. So a fun story about what one individual can accomplish, even by accident, and the cost of hero worship and being a hero. So a lot of potential here for a fun universe that doesn't seem to have been followed up on, but if you get a chance to check out this miniseries, I highly recommend it. I thought it was a lot of fun, and I do believe it was reprinted in trade paperback, so it might be, but I had a lot of fun reading the individual issues, and I enjoyed it just as much reading it the second time because I had to refresh myself on what happened to understand this issue, and I would have to say it was worth it. The mech things look really cool. All around, really fun issue. The weakest part of it's the cover, and the cover does relate to what's happening in the book. It just wouldn't sell you on it on its own. So if you get a chance to check it out, I would definitely recommend this series. That'll do it for this one. Thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future reviews. If you'd like to help the channel out in other ways, links are in the description to various support methods. And as always, we hope to see you on the next one.